Go ahead, introduce.
I'm Coach Colston, West Coast Football Director of Administration.
How y'all doing? My name Coach Mo, WCFA founder, also administrator.
Hey, what's up, man? Thank y'all for tuning in. Right, this is the uh, West Coast ranking report. You feel me? So tonight we're gonna be talking about rankings. If y'all got anything that y'all want to talk about, any teams that you feel is out of place, any team that you feel should be above the other, then make sure y'all give an explanation as to why, man. But as of now, man, these are definitely the West Coast reports. But we're gonna talk a little bit about a few players. We're gonna talk about some upcoming teams. Hopefully, y'all enjoy it. But what y'all think, man, so far this season about the West Coast teams, man? What's your thoughts? Who is a standout player right now, currently, to y'all?
Go ahead, Coach Mo.
In the West Coast in general, I got a few standout players. Zayden Payne, Las Vegas Hawks 11U quarterback, Markel Colston Jr., fullback defensive tackle with the Grant Junior Pacers, Darion Jeffries Jr., 10U Grant Junior Pacers athlete, Koa, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, linebacker from Washington. He played for the Benson Bruins, and lots more. There's plenty more.
Is
Okay,
that he's 13U or 14U?
13U.
13U. All right, man. So look, bro, I know I'm from West Coast, right? But I'm doing the national scene, and I'm mainly in Atlanta, Georgia. Now they get a lot of praise out here, man. Um, who is some of the upcoming teams, man, that really should be on somebody's radar? They not quite there yet, but they definitely should be on somebody else's radar.
For me, I'll say B12P. There's a 13U team. They out of Washington, Vancouver. They slept on because of the Ducks and Benson Bruins 13U team. So it's like nobody really know about them, but they a radar team for sure that everybody should be on the lookout for. B12.
Okay, one more time, what's their name again? So I can keep.
B12P Bearcats.
Okay, I bet. So is it the whole org or just specific age group that they should be looking out for?
They 13U primarily. They got other ages on the org. I know that 8U is nice. That's really the only other the other age I hear with them for real. But they 13U for sure radar team.
Okay, all right, coach. What about you, man? Is there any standout teams that you see that you feel like that's up and coming or should be on somebody else's radar?
I definitely got two teams. In NorCal, it's going to be out of 32 Elite and Central Valley Dolphins. They're both at a point where they're just right there, man, right there. 32 Elite. They're actually getting out there on the national scene, and they're taking all the phase. They're traveling. They're going wherever. They went to Hawaii, and whether they got their whole team or not, they show up. Central Valley Dolphins. They got a pretty solid org. It's up and coming. They haven't really caught the grasp of national ball. They need to start recruiting. I feel like because they let some rec kids out there, and it's when you get to the national level, you can't do that. Unfortunately, like it's dogs only. But down south, I think Cutthroat. They're a team that is slept on, and they are making noise, man. They don't just talk about it; they about it. They come out and put up a fight. Like I've been watching them closely, and then I say the Harbor area 11U and 12U. They are coached well, man. Those kids they're not the best athletes, but those coaches are just different. They're next level. So assignment, alignment, and making it happen is what they do.
Got you. So I am just now discovering or seeing the Harvard area. I had a chance to see my first game when they played versus the Palmdale Knights. I don't know a lot of people that actually know of them. That's out this way, but I am definitely putting in a word and letting people know. about these individuals, bro, because they are what they are advertised to be. And not only that, I don't know if y'all know, the Voodoo is looking to play them. Now you got a team who won for the past 5 years, the YNC Nationals, looking to play the very team that hasn't lost in 3 years, who's been winning the Snoop League. So man, I
When
think
they
there's a
supposed to
lot of
play, coach?
huh.
When is Harbor Area and Voodoo supposed to play?
Well, right now they're in talk, so I want to say it should be anywhere close to, I want to say like a week or two or something like that.
Oh,
But
so the 11U.
yes, sir.
Oh,
In
Batman about
Georgia?
to come out here and put it on them
Yeah,
boys, ain't it?
so they supposed to be going out there. So I'm not sure, how they're gonna play it, but I do know Coach Batman definitely called my phone to get the coach's number. And then after that, it was speculations that they're supposed to be going out there. So to California. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that happen. And then the other thing is Harvard area is supposed to be traveling to play versus the Midwest Sawboys. So that's a game. I'm not sure if it's finalized, but that's also a game that's being mentioned.
11U?
Yes, sir. So Harvard area is definitely trying to prove, man, that they are not just the best team on the West Coast, but they're the best team in youth football, 11U period. And I like the 12U as well, but 11U is definitely trying to make a statement, man. So hopefully we get those games.
Yeah, those
All
kids are
right,
tough,
so
man. Those kids are tough. Those 11U kids are tough.
yeah, man. I like I seen it, man. I thought Palmdale Knights was gonna win the game, but champions do what champion does, man. They know how to bite down, show some grit, and get the game. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I end up. That's what I end up seeing. But I know, man, it's very important to do a West Coast rankings. Especially since you got the North Cal, they try to rank themselves. So you got like people like the Raw Report, and then on the South, I'm not sure who it is, that's doing the rankings, but I know Coach Devon Walker, was somewhat into that. But now that y'all coming in and looking to put everything together, like just the teams in general, what made y'all start doing the West Coast rankings?
Go ahead, Coach Mo.
As far as the power rankings, we had no system. We have no system out here. It's like nobody really do the power rankings, and the ones that do the power rankings, it's like every now and then. So we got everyone out here thinking they're the best team. Everybody out here think they're the top dogs, and nobody's keeping up with who's playing who losing to who's winning with who. So as a collective group, we came together to decide to start doing power rankings, just so we can eliminate everybody thinking they top dogs right now.
Absolutely. And yeah, man. I definitely know about the delusional coaches, man. That swear up and down that they be the best, and then they'll tell you, "Oh, we beat this team," but bro, what about the other five losses that you never mentioned? You know what I'm saying? Like I be seeing that all the time, but it's definitely necessary. It's needed. It's something like I said. I had spoke with Coach Chewy about doing it. But I'm glad y'all starting. So are y'all ready to get into some of the teams that y'all already got ranked right now, so you can pretty much explain to these folks why it is that you have them in a certain spot? Um,
1,000%.
Oh yeah. Let me see. Hey Avery, what's good? What's good, Avery? Aaron McKnight, he says Benson Rebel. Benson Rebel boy says 9U in the building. What's good? Marquise, he says DT Grace, Palmdale Knights. Bobby Singh, was good. So yeah, man. So we're gonna start off with the first one. We're gonna start off at that 8U. And yeah, man, just go ahead and briefly explain, just read the names first and then explain why you got them in a specific order.
Okay. With the HU, we're gonna start with our HU. We have Said Wolverines, WTX Elite Ducks, Oakland Dynamites, Harbor Area Raiders, Las Vegas Rebels, Benson Bruins, B12P Bearcats, LA Chiefs, Valley Boys, and Flame Boys. On our radar list, we have OC Buckeyes, IB Braves, Richmond Steelers, AZ Stampede, and Grant Junior Pacers. With the AU list, me and some of our AU reps went over this list, and from experience, we just took said Wolverines and WTX Elite Ducks first, based off the opponents they play. They play more national competitors, and another thing we need to eliminate is people thinking like when we say national, we think it's not just your backyard. We talking about playing outside of your state, other top teams, and 1 and 2 right there for sure does that. Then we get to Oakland Dynamites. Oakland Dynamites, as far as Northern California, is the hottest AU team we have right now. And as far as the West Coast, they're for sure the hottest AU. I haven't seen anyone beat them. So as of right now, in the West Coast, officially as the states within the West Coast, they number one. So we have them at 3. Then we go to Harbor Area Raiders. It's vice versa with them in SoCal. They're the hottest team in SoCal. As of right now, they played with the Harbor Area Raiders in the same event. They played with the Oakland Dynamites in a previous event. I think it was Legends tournament. It was a event hosted by OD. OD came up on top. That's how we put Harbor Area behind them. Las Vegas Rebels is a team that I came across making a lot of noise. Don't know too much personal about them, but based off their schedule and everything that they submitted, who they play and opponents wise, and them on their little hot streak right now, they was the best fit for 5. Uh, Benson and B12P was kind of hard for me to know who to put at 6 and 7 in that order. So it took a little bit more to see opponents who they played. So that's what took me to Benson. I know a little bit more homework on Benson. I had a little bit more, so I could run with that. They seem to play more opponents, so I went with them over 6 over B12P at 7. LA Chiefs. When it gets down basically to the last 3, they are the same thing. They play a lot of opponents, but they have more, wins and losses. So it's just a matter of the order who had the most wins, margin, stuff like that. We had to break it down, separate them, see who had the bigger point differential and all that. Then once we did that, that's how we got them 8, 9, and 10. And then on the radar list, it's just based off how I got the radar list is just honestly just based off individual players. I'm not saying it like 1 to 2. As far as the AU, a lot of kids is like in tune to the platform, the younger ones. So it's like we get a lot of kids around that age that submit and like collaborate with a lot of stuff. So I got different radius of kids in that age that's just I could see the work ethic. And a lot of them play for those teams. So that's how I shouted them radar teams out.
Okay, dope, man. So, for anybody that have any questions, definitely leave it in the comment section. Um, In and Out says he says West End Mustangs 9U. Hey, PA was good, was good. He says peace, fellas. Peace, King. Coach Chewy out cooking up. But yeah, man, they definitely out there. Hey, what's up, KP? But no, I like, you know what I'm saying? I like the reason, the explanations. And like we say, bro, I see harbor areas on a lot of people radar. So I'm definitely looking at that organization very heavy. And to be honest, bro, the one that I didn't know about was is it the B2P Bearcats? Like
Bearcat.
this is somebody. What is there in particular, about that team, man? Are they one of the ones that like that's the best in a state? Like, what's up with them?
As far as them, what I know about them is kind of like they in like a weird situation. They from Vancouver, but most of their kids is Oregon kids. So it's like they play Washington football, but majority of their athletes is from Oregon. So Oregon is a sleeper state out here. So when I came across that and seen that most of their athletes is Oregon kids, it made me wonder like why isn't Oregon really popping as much as they could be if they got a whole team of athletes playing in
Hmm.
the Washington division. You know what I'm saying? So that's what kind of drew me into them. And then when I got to know the 13U team, bro, they're huge. It,
Right.
they a huge team. They nice. They dominant. They disciplined. They just missing like whatever they missing. Just that's making them pop. That's really just that, honestly. But
Okay, so it's more so like the eye test. That kind of got you. Got you. All right, so that's the AU, man. Just for the briefly for the folks who's going to be getting used to y'all, right? Just let them know why you left out the 5, 6, and 7 age group real quick.
okay, so the reason why we left off the 5, 6, and 7 is because as far as the West Coast, bro, we're behind a lot. A lot of these other states, as far as the southern region and the East Coast, they start young, as young as 4. So I try to not focus on ranking kids that's already behind in development and try to get the people to understand those are the ones that we need to start with development. So then we need to start it young. We got to go back to the basics. So 5, 6, and 7, I want people to like understand we still in tune to them. We still gonna do what we do for those babies, but we want more so development for them over us ranking them and when they got a lot to learn still, honestly. You want to hear, coach?
Yeah, so we got the 9U. Yeah, just go ahead and read the 9U real quick and just let them know why it is that you selected those teams.
As far as the process for everything from 8 to 14, it's the same process, honestly. We basically just going off of those that we are aware of. Like, for instance, a lot of people submitted a lot of information that was needed before we posted it. So it was like I keep explaining to everybody, it alters weekly. We're gonna be up to it until we get the most accurate list. As of right now, these teams that we have is the same concept for all the orders. It's just a matter of strength of schedule, teams that they played in state and out of state, and who played the most opponents out of state, the tougher schedule, and that's the order we got from these base teams. Same thing goes with the radar watch. These teams is teams that I feel like can take a spot if they stay doing what they're doing, and if any of these teams at the bottom just slip. But
Mm.
there's so many more teams now that we are aware of that can be on this list based off the numbers and everything that people are letting us know now. So with that being said, like I said previously, it alters weekly, and from here we just keep it rolling.
Okay, so look, I know some people probably asking the question. Hold on, you said this was the West Coast, but I'm actually seeing some Texas teams on here, man. What's going on with that? Could you explain to them why you have Space City, a team that's out on Texas, in here?
Yes. Okay. So previously, before I revamped and became West Coast Football Association, I was under a platform where I was based in NorCal. I was just solidified as a NorCal region. But over time, I started developing relationships with everybody outside of Northern California. So I expanded. When we dropped my first West Coast rankings, I had kids from everywhere I built a relationship with as far as Texas. So with that being said, when we revamped, I already had connection with kids, I already had connection with teams, players, coaches, to the point to where they still wanted to be in tune. So I looked at it like a tactic for us as a region anyway, because we so far behind. If we get fades in games with Texas teams repeatedly just because they incorporate themselves a part of our system, it's developing our coaching, it's developing our players, it's developing our IQ, it's speeding up the game for us, it's catching us back up. So like that's why when I see all the people in the comments, of course we know Texas is not West Coast, but at the end of the day, the same teams in the West Coast is winning. How do you develop them teams if they know they just finna win all the time? You incorporate a full state of dogs and then let the people talk and they just gotta play football.
Got you. All right, so go ahead and run down that list, man.
Space City, I don't based off what I seen from them and heard about them, them boys is crazy. I checked out their 9U page. It shows TNT. It's the same thing, but I just don't think, respectfully, I just don't think they got Space City right now. My honest, respectful opinion. Then we
Yeah.
get into California, where I'm at. We already know the hottest 9U in my eyes right now is Baldwin Hills. That's just my based opinion. Same thing goes for Harbor Area Raiders. They right there. It's just like one slip up with the Bruins, Harbor Area's got that. So like then it's the LA Chiefs. Like it's not even biased either because I'm from the NorCal region. I'm from the Northern California region, but like a lot of these SoCal teams is mentally sound. So it's like I don't want it to seem like we just focusing on SoCal, but they IQ a little different, especially younger. So a lot of them teams out there is taking attention, I would say. Then after I go with the Chiefs, that talent driven 9U team, I knew of them previously from AZ Stampede. From the quarterback to the receivers, they next level. I just feel like just a little bit more 1-2 punch. They got it. That's why I placed them at 6. Then I go to the Young Bucks. I really don't know too much about the Young Bucks, but they actually submitted all their preseason information and it kind of helped me out. So that's where I came to a conclusion of 7 for them.
So again, so the people know a lot of some of this stuff is coming off eye test as well, which everybody does. So when he says that he don't know about the team, it's not that he ain't never seen the team. Is that basically he going off of the eye test in comparison to the rest of the teams that he already seen. So based on what he's seen, he feel like that team, deserves to be in the spot that they are in.
Yeah, and that's the same thing for the IB Braves. I seen a little something about them. Actually, one of our coaches that's a part of it brought them into it. They brought them up for me. Check their page out. I like them. I actually like them. So from what I've seen in basically the game that they played too, we placed them at 8. I can't see. I gotta go look at it. Just grind was 10 for that 9U list, and
Oh no, you said for 10?
who was 9?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me remove that. Let me remove it. 1 second. All right. So
Reps.
just grind.
Yeah, reps and then just grind. So reps was our 9, and I like they system. Honestly, they like real structure. They got a lot of structure, and also they play a lot of competition. So they are in a lot of preseason tournaments that I was seeing, and what we was hearing. They 9U team is actually pretty dominant. So my coach that was helping me out was informing me a little bit more about him, and he told me that they was a nice place for 9, and it was the same thing with just grind. Just grinding the reps is shout out to one of our coaches, Coach Kill, that informed me about them too, and told me about them too. So that's why 9 and 10 was on that list.
So here's the question. Didn't SoCal beat Baldwin Hill 14-6?
Like I said, a lot of people after the fact we posted this stuff was submitting scores and stuff that we was unaware of. So like I telling people every post, we alter it weekly. Therefore, the stuff that we know now is a major help. Whether they drop from 4 to 8 and somebody drop from on the radar to 7, if the numbers match it, that's how it's going to go. But as of right now, we went with what we knew, who we knew, who we know won, lost. I made the same mistake with probably every list, but now that the information is coming in, it's better for us to know where to place people, where to go. Like everybody on board now, so it should be more accurate.
Absolutely. Okay, so are you ready for are you going to get your on the radar selections? Are you ready for the next age group?
Your on the radar selections is just teams that I feel like are just on the hunt. That's just respectable in their age group and can it's like it's a respectable shout out. They right there. That's really what that is. They just all any one of them teams could pop.
Okay, so we can move to the 10.
Yes, sir.
All right, there's the 10 right there.
Okay, TNU. This is where it started to get a little bit more competitive. As far as the 10U, we know OG Ducks is the top 10U in the West Coast, top 10U right now in the nation until we see otherwise. Outside of Rare Breeds, 10U right now, I would say that, and a few other ones. But until I see the games and the matchups, I only seen Rare Breed beat them. So that's what I'm going with as far as that. Outside of the OG Ducks, Dallas Elite. I seen some kids over there that I seen. Shout out to Kai Jones, the quarterback. That team is next level. The tempo is different because of the quarterback. He's very fast, so it just speeds up the whole offense and that whole team in general. It's just yeah that I like it. I actually want to see them and OG Ducks play if that's not something in the making already. Houston Wolfpack and Gorilla Mob. This was kind of hard for me because I'm learning a lot about Wolfpack right now. But once I started to get a lot of more insight on Wolfpack, they play a more tougher schedule recently. As far right now, I know Gorilla Mob taking a lot of fades, playing a lot of top teams right now. But from recent games, Houston Wolfpack got that. So
For
that's
sure. And let me elaborate because I'm a little bit more knowledgeable about these two teams. Actually, Dallas Elite, Houston Wolfpacks, and Gorilla Mob. The reason why I literally just put Gorilla Mob at the top 10, which they probably, if they don't start playing these games, gonna be out. Gorilla Mob has this notion that since I am the AYF champion, that I can move how I want to move. Everybody else out there can be playing the toughest games while I move how I want to move. No, that's not how rankings go. You don't play tough games, you don't get in. So like people, even though people like Houston Wolfpack, right, they took some losses, but they've been out there. So we can't punish them for going out there to play the tough games while Gorilla Mob is sitting down and saying, "Hey, man, we living off of last season. We can't do that." So I'm gonna be honest. I really don't even like them at 4 until they actually play these games. So, but yeah, now continue.
OC Trojans. They're another SoCal hot team right now. Probably one of them teams outside of Relentless that's like making a big noise other than the Ducks. And they have a lot of talent over there. Very diverse, very skilled. So I placed them at 5. Then we got to went back to Texas with said Wolverines. They tenure is actually very good. It's just that I just don't see them beating OC Trojans only because OC Trojans got like it's more speed there, and it's good discipline speed. It's football speed. It's not like they gonna just go out there and try to run sideline to sideline. They using their players the right way. So I
Hmm.
feel like they'll outplay the Wolverines. That's how I got 5 and 6. AZ Big Cats. I was getting chewed up about this one. The AZ Big Cats play a lot of competition. Then they lost 2 players has a big name to their team. So The team that I have on the radar is actually a team that should be on the 10 list, and
Mm-hmm.
that's the Longhorns. But it was kind of hard for me to do that placement just based off of competition with 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Mm.
So it's kind of like AZ Big Cats lost to the Longhorns, but the AZ Big Cats play more national football. Then on top of that, respectfully to the Longhorns because they're a great team, they played the AZ Big Cats without two major factors on the team. So we don't honestly know how that would play out. Then on top of that, after I outlook that, I look at it like this. The AZ Big Cat is a national team that win and lose, they still go compete. Longhorns play a lot of football in house. They play out. They played in this tournament, dominated the tournament. Shout out to them. But it still wouldn't put you above a team that plays more national football, even though you beat them. So it's like that's how I went about it like that. Then we dropped to Relentless. Why did Relentless make it over them? Same thing. They play more competition outside of their region. They play more fades. Grant. Grant is on the rise. They're taking more phase. They're entering in more games where they're gonna play out of state teams, out of region teams, and they hot right now. That's why they went to 9. And it's the same thing with Mega. Mega's another one of them teams in Northern California that's taking more fades. They've been doing it. They actually came from a solid league where they was playing a great football, but now they took it up a notch. They trying to play more out of state ball, out of region ball. They trying to get their name out there. They got some great kids over there, dominant org. So that's how I got them at 10. That's what made me put the Longhorns on the radar. But the Longhorns is probably the hottest radar team, respectfully. A radar team right now that most likely can pop any one of those teams on that top 10 list if they keep playing that type of football and if any of those teams slip up. Honestly, honestly.
Mm. Okay, so on the radar, you got just so the people can know, just in case they can't see it, you got 702 Longhorns, Vegas Strong, Federal Wayhawks, um, out of Washington. Then you got Pittsburgh, that's in Pittsburgh.
And San
And then you got San Jose Hit Squad. Now, the team that always somehow end up on everybody's radar is that dang San Jose Hit Squad. I like what they do in that organization. So to have them on the radar just let me know that they just basically doing what they doing, which is developing teams to be able to compete with pretty much anybody. So yeah, I actually like this list. All right, so let's go to the next one. So we go to the 11. All right, let me see 1 second. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, so here we at the 11. We got the 11. So go ahead and run down that list real quick.
Okay, Harbor Area Raiders, 3 years, no losses, but they don't play nobody outside of California. Respectfully, they starting to, they want to, they getting out there, but the only teams they beat is the Las Vegas Hawks, and I forgot the other team that they have beat. Compared to a team like the said Wolverines that's playing national game after national game after national game. I respect everything Harbor Area is doing, and I feel like they are very dominant. But just based off them schedules, that's why I went 1 and 2. Cutthroat, number 3 over Las Vegas Hawks because of the simple fact they beat Las Vegas Hawks. Cutthroat is one of them teams that also trying to get their self out there, more national games, more teams out of their state and region. It's just the league a lot of these LA teams is playing in to where they got to play either before or after season. So I try not to overlook that. They can play national football. It's either got to be before or after season. So whether they knock out 30 events before or 30 events after, I still look at it like if they could do it during the season. So that's why Cutthroat got placed over Las Vegas Hawks as of that. Then we go down to Benson Bruins. Benson Bruins 11U is nice. I seen them once, not in person, but I seen some videos based off some coaches that I got connections with out there that were just telling me about them. They're nice. Palmdale Knights, nice. Palmdale Knights really could be very higher than where they at. It's just keep playing more football. Just keep competing. Keep taking them little losses. That's going to develop the coaching and the athletes. And they actually got a great foundation. Talent driven 11U, I like them too. I like them, but it comes into the schedule, the wins and the losses with them. It's not really like any of them teams above them is necessarily better than them. It's just more so like the wins and the losses come into factor. They play great football. They compete. It's just they come up short. Some games they dominate. That's why I placed them at 7. It's the same concept with Vegas Strong, Junior Gills, and literally 808 Bad Boys. Just a matter of who plays more. From when I was aware, Junior Gill submitted some stuff. Vegas Strong submitted some more stuff. Shout out to them. But when I was unaware, that's the list in the order I got it from 7, 8, 9, and 10 based off wins and losses. My
I
bad.
will say this. Uh, the list I feel is pretty accurate with the selection of teams, but I will say this. I've been face to face with the Junior Gales. I think they're more of an on the radar team. 808 Bad Boys are a team that they're coached really well. I think they should be right there around where 6 is, where Palmdale is. And Palmdale, they played Harbor Area Raiders down to the wire. Harbor Area Raiders, if I recall correctly, they got an interception with 20 seconds on the clock to win the
Mm-hmm.
game.
Yeah.
So Harbor Area Raiders and then they could Palmdale Knights. That was like no pick. Palmdale Knights win that game.
Yeah. And at one point, I think they had them up by 2 touchdowns.
They did.
They
They did.
had Harbor areas up by 2 touchdowns. So that was a game that kind of slipped
Yeah. So
past them. Yeah.
yeah, I just know that like Junior Gales, they got a lot of good energy, but you put the 808 Bad Boys on them, and I've seen it up close and personal. 808 Bad Boys, they're gonna put 30 or 40 on the board, and they're not gonna let them score. And they're gonna bring a different physicality to the game from the island to the mainland that them Junior Gills are not used to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's hit and miss, but I do like the on the radar list. I love it. I love what I'm seeing. Like that's pretty dialed. That's what I would put. I mean, pretty dialed in, man.
Okay. So we got SoCal Trojans. We got the OC Buckeyes, LA Chiefs, AZ Wildcats, and then we got the Air Academy. That sounds like a really good list. But I like to on the radar so people can know, man. Listen, you slip up one time, bro. These are the teams that could potentially take your spot. That's the one thing that I actually that I like about it. But this list right here, I do like. But I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did think that I was gonna see the Palmdale Knights just a little bit closer to that Harvard area. I
Yeah.
did
So
think that.
you saw that game, right?
Yeah, I seen the game, and I just thought, like I say, man, they are one of the elite teams out there, and I'm not sure, because I haven't really paid attention to all their games, so I'm not sure if they slip up and took a loss. But if not, bro, they definitely should be a little closer to the Harbor area.
Yeah. No. I'm with you on that. Palmdale, they got size and they got speed, and
Hey, quarterback is crazy.
yeah, the quarterback looked like somebody daddy. He a man.
Mm,
And the line, they got a dude, I'm pretty sure he like 6'4", 280. Like they got size and speed over there. I
mm-hmm,
know for a fact they should be higher. But like I said, Coach Mo said the same thing. You did too. They gotta start traveling, taking more fades because they got to get more football reps against some big name teams. Because
mm-hmm,
I know 808 Bad Boys, they playing everybody. Dustin
mm-hmm.
and they want to play they want to come to the mainland. They want to play everybody, and you can't say you the best if you ain't playing the best.
And so I'm gonna ask you this question because this is how we kind of do our. So if you got a team, right? Let's say This team is 10-0. They played one good game, and they got another team that's that's 5-5. They lost to the team that was 10-0, but they played way more national games, right?
And
And they
and another
won. They
hey,
won five of those games, and they lost five of those games. Who are
I'm
you
like
putting in the
I'm
rank?
like Max Preps. Hey, if
and
you
the ten
ain't
and
playing
0
no national
play
games, you're not gonna
nobody.
be ranked higher.
Yeah, the ten
Yeah.
and 0 play nobody, right?
You say what?
10-0 team played nobody but one good game, and
Yeah, just one.
we're going with the 5-5.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's
There
like
you
it's
go.
like for example, out here in California, you from Cali, so for example, you get these little these small schools, these high schools out here that they wonder why Max Preps ain't ranking them. But then you got Modern Day on the road going to Florida, Modern Day
Mhm.
on the road going to Hawaii, Texas. Like if you want to say you one of the best in the world, you got to get in the airport and you got to go up there and play the dogs. That's what it all comes down to. I don't care what
Mhm.
nobody say. You can be good in your county or your state, but if you're not going to the next state, there's always a bigger dog just as bad as the big dog in your state. So you got to find out how good you really are.
Okay. So I do want to ask a question because it is the West Coast rankings. All right. So a lot of teams don't travel, right? I know from California they don't travel because they look at them tickets. Them, it costs a lot. But are you holding them to a standard to still have to travel within that area to play the best teams that they can drive to go play at least?
1,000%.
Okay.
Coach Moses stickler about that. He like I'll use Grant as an example. Grant across the board, program phenomenal. I'm talking 6U, 8U, 10U, 12U, 14U. But they will not be ranked top two on the national list because they're not playing as many games as the Ducks. They're not playing as many games out of state as the other teams. But I will tell you this: the 8U and the 10U, I'm pretty sure they're going to nationals this year. The only reason the 12U and 14U aren't going as of right now is because the varsity high school coaches at the high school that won a state championship, they gonna be in playoffs and they can't risk spending too much time not focusing on high school. So
Mm,
they like, you know what, we got to focus on this after the season. We're gonna call it a wrap. But they're a true feeder program, and if they go to nationals, they gonna do well. But they can't get that 1, 2, or 3 spot if they're not traveling. But everybody in California know Grant's on the rise. Like it's a real thing across the board.
for sure. For sure.
Facts.
Definitely. All right. So, all right, let's go to the next one. Let me see. 1 second. What is going on? All right. So here's
DA,
the 12 right here.
DA.
Okay, so this one wasn't hard, but it wasn't easy, but it was also like a straight shot. As far as order, teams, opponents, it was kind of self-explanatory. What we got here. Harbor area, I mean DEA as far as one is undeniably one. The size of their team from their receivers to the quarterback to their backfield, they got a nice size for a 12U team. So it's like that team, I seen it myself. I watched it. They different. Then we go to the OG Ducks right here in California. I seen them play so many times. So many times. That 12U team is hot. And I feel like they playing the way they playing because it's like they know they don't got nothing to prove, but they do got something to prove. I feel like teams like DEA kind of turned them up a little bit more just based off them getting a spot replaced at the moment. That 12U Ducks team is very coachable. Like, and all them kids on that team is ready to compete. So it's like that 1-2 right there is can change anytime. Then we got the OC Buckeyes. They org is very dominant as well. It's just when it comes down to the Ducks and OC, they both are known for playing YNC and stuff. It's just that OG Duck is more known for playing out of state opponents. So that's how I got that three. Hair Academy, same concept. It's the same concept with them. Them and OC Buckeyes and that Harbor area at five. It can switch any day with them three. It can go any day with them three right there. They kind of like the same team, just with their own playmaking abilities and their own strategies. But any one of them can go from 5 to 3, 3 to 5, 4 to 3, 4 to 5. It doesn't matter. Oakland Dynamites. Oakland Dynamites. They turn that on some please. Oakland Dynamites is very dominant. Very dominant. It's just me having more of a personal preference with them. I could see more. I know more. So I see what they could change to make them that dynamite team that we all know to the top team, that top 12U team. And it's just like it's a little bit more criticism with me and them because I'm in their backyard and I see what they can do. So it's like the teams that I got above them, most of them, it can change with this OD team if they get back to what we know they can do. But I also feel like it boils down to size with that OD team. They just not as big as a lot of these other 12U teams. So it's like they got the speed game, but I just size wise right now. I think of all these teams I got above them, and they got huge players. Then I think of the Oakland Dynamites, and they got a lot of size, but then they got all this speed. So it's like that's why I got them at 6. Benson Bruins 12U. How do I say this? It's a separation gap with them and OD. So it's like respectfully, it's like it's a new list with this bottom half of the list, and not in a disrespectful way, but it's just like this the separation in that 6 and 7 shows a lot of the separation in these other teams until I see something different. So it's like once we get to this 808 team, I seen them play once, so I'm not too familiar with their play style. But when it comes down to my 9 and 10, that's home. I see them play a lot. I see the same thing I said with the Dynamites. I see their weaknesses. I see what separates them from the teams I have above them. So it's me being more kind of crucial on them. So I can't just give them a spot over a Benson or an 808 based off the run they on. You still got to go beat one of them teams first. Then you got the Henderson Cowboys, Vegas Strong, GCSA, Nike Dark Side, and Ruthless on our radar watch.
You know
Any
what? That's a solid list. And then here's a good thing too. So you got Oakland Dynamites at 6. I love it. Grant's at 9. Mega's at 10. Tomorrow in California, Oakland Dynamites play against Mega, if I'm not mistaken, right? And in about 2 or 3 weeks, Oakland Dynamites play against the Grant Junior Pacers. So these lists are subject to change, but the main thing that people got to realize, if you want to be in the top 4 or 5 slots, you gotta travel. You gotta get out there and play outside of your backyard. You gotta go somewhere. So people gonna be offended, but the reality of it is, it ain't about. You don't send film. You don't send the scores. We don't know what's going on. And if you're not playing no big dogs, it's just your mama, your sister, your cousin, your auntie thinking you the greatest in the world. Ain't nobody else thinking you great.
All right, so I do got to go with the, with the pushback, because if I don't, then they wouldn't feel like I'm being me. All right,
But
so here's the thing: we know that the OC Buckeyes beat the Oakland Dynamites. We know Harbor Area beat the OC Buckeyes not once
that I
but
didn't know
twice.
that. We see that's what Harbor area let me know, and like I told them, just like everybody else, I was at that event, but after I seen what I seen transpire, I moved on to the next location. I never seen the championship game between OC Buckeyes and Harbor Area Raiders. I never knew who won. So me just going based off what we knew and what I knew, that's how I came out with the list. I explained that to the coach that texted me.
Yeah,
And
so based off what you got, it'll be a flip. It would be OC Buckeyes at the 5, and then Harbor area at the 3.
Yep.
So that's the thing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, even though Harvard area lost to the DEA, they are a scary team.
they're
If
scared.
if they continue to, play like they supposed to play. Because when they played the Oakland Dynamites and they played versus the OC Buckeyes, they were fearless. When you go out there and play them ranked teams, you gotta also be fearless. So I think they got in their own way. But they should be 3 on this list. But let me know you want to go to the next one.
Yeah, we ready.
All right.
13U. We got OG Ducks at 1. OG Ducks right now is the hottest team right now at 13U. They beat everybody as far as our coast. So that's why I got them at 1. As far as 2, Vincent Bruins. They one of them teams like respectfully. It's a gap between Vincent and OG Ducks. It's respectfully. It's a gap. But then it gets tricky because there's not really a separation gap between B12P and Benson. But then when Benson and when B12P and the Ducks played, the loss wasn't as bad as it was when Benson lost. So it's like that's where it gets tricky. That tells me right there that OG is 1. I still put B12P behind Benson just because of the simple fact Benson just it's I just got we just put Benson. That's just what we felt in our gut. The coach that helped me with it felt that in his gut. So he said Benson at 2, B12P at 3. That's how we went about it. GCSA. I just found out a lot about they org, but the way they running that over there is like next level, bro. Like from the training to everything, it's next level with that org over there. So just based off of how I see and what I see, and like they do play people, it's just like everybody else. It's like wins and losses. Like outside of that top 3 13U team, everybody else is like the same concept. It's like more so wins and losses and who we knew you played and lost to and beat, and more so with 4 through 10. Like respectfully, I'm gonna always say respectfully, but it's kind of a separation gap with that 3 and 4 too. Not traumatically, but it's a gap a little bit from these top 3 teams, and then the rest of the list. So it's like the rest of the list, I really had to go based off of schedule, wins and losses, and that's really it to the best of our ability, honestly. Like this probably was the most difficult list because of that separation gap. Like the hottest 3 teams is that first 2 3, and it's just like everybody else struggles with them 3 teams. So it's just like a matter of just listing who they each other beat and lost to from 4 through 10, honestly.
Okay. So you already read all 10 on this one?
Yeah, we got GCSA at 4, Reps at 5, SoCal Trojans at 6, AG's Champs at 7, Vegas Strong at 8, Chandler Bears at 9, LA Chiefs at 10. Then we got Harbor Area, Folsom Junior Bulldogs, Valencia Park Hornets, and Team. I don't know how to say that. Uh,
Hold on.
Team
yeah,
Oahu.
Owl. Those guys, them boys right there. We got those on our radar watch. Shout out to that Hawaii team right there.
All right, let's go to the next one. So the 14.
Here you go. This is
All
gonna
right,
start.
so we got the 14.
Okay.
Uh,
Down to this, bro. 14U, we big on realism. So we just gonna start with that. Like sometimes the truth hurt. Like that 14U Buckeyes team is like a high school team or a varsity team. They different like that. The IQ, the size, everything. They just they dominate and they merge with a lot of people from what I heard. I don't know how true that is, but from all the players they collected, they got a dominant team. IB Braves. I can't really speak too much on the IB Braves here, but what I can say is the coach that helped me with this list for sure knew a lot about them IB Braves team and told me it's undeniable that they're after the Buckeyes. Then it goes to the Ducks. So it's like I seen the 14U Ducks play. I think they very dominant, but I also seen that Buckeyes team play and uh I what I'm hearing and what I trust, I'll take that. I trusted that with that IB Braves team, and but I also seen like the slip in that 14U team from last year. So it's like I was comfortable with trusting that his intuition there and listening him at three, even though I knew we was gonna get some backlash from it. But it's like they kind of did a little slip, just a little slip. So it's like y'all still a dog, but we gonna solidify y'all at three. Then Vegas strong at four. They 13U is nice. I actually like them. They nice. But then that's where that separation gap come into play. Cause that 14U Ducks team and that Vegas team, it was like they good, they're dominant, but you're dominant in home, in house, respectfully. There's nothing different. I don't mean no harm when I say this. I say everything just to get people to understand like we just here to help. So it's like it's a difference in that team. It's a separation. So it's like I like y'all dominance, but when it comes down to the team that I got above you, they got a little separation gap. So I like you at four because I see you over this Oilers team I'm going to speak about, which is we have at five. Uh, Shout out to them. Don't know too much about them as well, but with the coach that was helping me out, he knew a little something for us to place them at five. But based off the little bit I hear and see on them, and it's Texas, so I put that into hand to the competition they play. I don't see them kind of like beating Vegas Strong, in my personal opinion. So that's why I placed him under them, and he said that was kind of fine because he thinks that was a good judgment. So we went with that like that. And then this royalty team from Washington, they got some skill over there. It's just how I feel about them. It's how I feel about that 12U Oakland Dynamite's team. They just small. It's like for a 14U team, y'all not as big as the average 14U team. So it's like y'all dominate because of the speed, but it's just like when it comes down to in the playing a game where it got to get in the trenches, like y'all kind of smaller than everybody, so it's gonna be more work for your backs and everybody back there. So I like that Washington team royalty, but just based off they size is why I kind of have them behind who I have them behind. But the San Jose Hit Squad team, they're big, but respectfully to my boys in San Jose, they lack speed. That 14 team is just huge. So like when it comes across this Royal T team, I see Royal T playing the game, the hash, the numbers. If you play the field, they kind of got that. If you play it to where you give the San Jose Hit Squad the box or anything where they can contain that Royal T offense, it's gonna be hard for them. But if they play their football and just get to the outside with the backs I see they have, yeah, they can do something with that San Jose team for sure. Get into the San Jose team. They're the top dogs out here as far as what we see. Uh, what I know about them, they've been dominant since they've been the same group. So it's like the chemistry is there. They great overall team. So I like them at seven, and I would actually want to see that San Jose play that Royalty team. Honestly, And so that's where I got them at 7. We got Grant. We get to Grant. Grant 14U. They solid. They nice. They a good 14U team. But a lot of the kids, I would say, in my own opinion, is misplaced. That's what I'll say. Like, so they got so much talent over there, and Grant's attracting so many kids. It's like when you got so much talent, you just trying to put them all in. So it's kind of like it's no spot for them to be where they truly need to be. So Grant just running an offense full of dogs out there, and it's just like put him in the right spot. You might be cooking, you know. So that's just my personal opinion about that Grant team. They got all the right players, just not in the right position. Then we get to this Destiny Christian team, which will be and will is supposed to honestly be over that Grant team and San Jose team. This Destiny Christian team is honestly the hottest team in NorCal at 14U. The only reason I put them at 9 is because of the league they in and why, and they just starting to play games. I think they only like in week 2 or week 3. So it's like them being in week 3, it kind of like, I can't really do too much with you. But they take fades. They didn't beat everybody out here that took the fade. So it's like undeniably that you can't put them on this list. But due to the fact y'all like 2 whole games behind everybody else, I can't really place you over those teams. So it's like they on that list. Then we get to this hair team. I just don't see them beating that Destiny Christian team, respectfully. Just like I just don't see it. And if I'm mistaken, I'm mistaken. I'll take a full accountability for that. But just based off like me seeing what I see, because I'll say this to every team on here that's in my region. They can't beat Grant, not beating them. San Jose is not beating them. And I got them guys over them. So it's just like, don't take that the wrong way when I say that about hair. It's just it's just like these guys can play each other tomorrow if they wanted to, literally. And it could go however either one of those 7 or 8s wanted to go. If they come play the football, they could come play. It's just this Destiny Christian team is like they built off real dog mentality. It's like it's like they kids over there want to play football. That's all they thinking about is football. That's all they is doing. That's all they thinking about. Like so it's like when you see them on field, everything about them from it's just different, bro. I can't really say too much. We just gotta everybody gotta check them out. You're gonna see them for sure. You gotta check them out. Shout out to Destiny Christian.
All right, so go ahead and read your own radar.
On the radar teams, we got Mega, Folsom Junior Bulldog, GCSA, Parkland Raiders, and Oakland Dynamites.
Okay. So so based on this list, coach, what is your thoughts, man?
Destiny Christian is not beating San Jose or Grant. Ain't no way.
Yeah, I'm
They
not.
might put up a fight, but you got to look at it like this. I'll start with Grant. Grant got more than likely this kid gonna be the top running back in the country when he go to
Oh,
high school.
sure, sure.
Aaron, he legit.
Aaron's
He
for sure legit.
and then they got Man. Those guys are they're in eighth grade and they got D1 offers for a reason. So when you spread them out, it's kind of hard to stop them. And Grant, they don't got no OG Ducks line, but they got a line big enough to give time to get those two the ball. And it's hard. It's so hard to deal with them two. Those
No,
two are hard to deal with. And in this area, you rarely see like that many skilled people on a team that could be a threat like that. So, and then his squad, they not fast, but they're coached well. I know Camden have them contain. And that running back, what's how
huge.
you say his name? How you say that running back name?
Which running back? They got a few backs over
The,
there.
no, no, the running back, number 24. He looked like he a college running back.
Talk about Trey.
Hey, Buddy
Yeah, no,
started running downhill.
I seen 21. I seen they had a running back number 21 that was playing. I think it was last week or the week before. So I didn't know the situation with Trey. But like,
It,
go
it's
ahead.
not gonna be a lot of youth programs that's gonna be able to stop that dude. I like you
Yeah.
got to be physical. Like some of these teams that's up here, like they good teams, but they not as physical as you would think they'd be. And
Mhm.
and
But
that's
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 the
what you gotta
thing.
have.
That's the whole notion of California ball. They say, man, yeah, y'all good. They they a great finesser team, but they like in the trenches, they not the dogs.
And that's
They
where the
don't have,
game is won at.
yeah.
Can't say that. I back that up 100%. But we have no trench work. But then you can't really say it like that because then I feel like I'm offending certain orgs. Like it's some orgs out here, San Jose, for instance, Stag Elite. That's a new org out here, for instance. That focus, that's their focal point. They focus on their trenches. That's all they worry about. That's why they so dominant. It's not. It's just everybody don't have San Jose or Stag Elite's coaching over there. Like they strictly focusing on they dogs, they trenches, and then they skill players is gonna be able to do what they do. Like everybody else is the other way around. They more focal on their skills. Like I can't. I mean, I miss one Grant too. Like Grant prepares they line at a different level. So they now that's why everybody in the Northern California region thinks it's just like, oh, Grant. It's not that it's just Grant. It's just a simple fact that Grant is the only team in our region, NorCal wise,
That
that's
develops their linemen.
yeah, that's developing their linemen the
Yeah.
way Stag Elite or San Jose Hit Squad is. That's probably the only three orgs I can. Megas too, but they just not these three orgs. It's like we have orgs out here that's focusing on their line, bro. It's just not enough. It's not too many of them that's doing it, so it's like overlooked. But bro, it's linemen out here. It's orgs with huge linemen, bro. That's moving. That's really moving. It's just they get overlooked, bro. That's
But I
really
will say this: the linemen from NorCal, O line and D line, that are considered the dogs, wherever they go, like Lex, for example, look at him in modern day. Like wherever the top linemen from NorCal go, they always do their thing at the next level because they focused on it. Like Coach Key at Grant, he really good with D linemen. Like he breaks it down to the teeth, and you rarely see that. Like that's kids need that, man. Like, but in Atlanta, Georgia, every corner you go to, you got a line coach breaking it down to the teeth.
facts. They shifting. They audible. They doing
Yeah,
all.
my boy Julius, he owned the that trench thing out there in Atlanta, man, and he doing his thing.
So here was a question for y'all. Why isn't winner circle teams more of a factor out there?
It's not
They
that
they not taking national phase like that. We just said that.
all it be. It's like, bro, a lot of
I
these
played with Jordan. I know Jordan. Jordan know how I feel about that. Me and Jordan Campbell cool, man. We was in the draft together. They don't play national games. They might play the Ducks here and there, but they got to travel. Jordan can do it too. He got dogs. Jordan trained dogs. He got that academy over there. They got dogs across the board. But like we said before, I think that guy probably just chimed in. You got to go outside your backyard. Go to Texas. Go to Florida. Go play the Miami Gardens Ravens. Like you got to get out there, cause.
Yeah,
But they should be up there though. Winner
yeah.
circle,
So were
they
you
legit.
around? Were you around when winner circle they were beating everybody? I mean, they were beating everybody, but then they end up getting disqualified. Said that they had some players on there that weren't supposed to be on there. But that team, man, when I seen the winner circle, I mean, I thought Vegas Strong was big at the time. Man, these dudes were huge, bro. I said, what the hell? You know, like the whole team probably on average was about 6'1". It had to be, like they were that big, but I ain't seen a team that dominant, as the winner circle. But that was the only team that I really seen, you
But
know.
Jordan, here's the deal with that, coach. Jordan has those boys on them weights. Like he got the facility at the school, he got the programming. Them boys eat what he say, they lift what he say, like as it should be. That's what Grant doing right now. But he
Mhm.
he he do it from the ground all the way up.
Mm.
And that's why them boys is that big. So Jordan doing it right, but the only thing he need to do, he got to do what Keefe and them doing. He got to get out there and travel. That's
Yeah,
all it is.
yeah, you definitely got to do that, So, but yeah, man. Anything else that y'all want to that y'all want to let the people know?
Yes, sir. Rare Breed 10U is the best 10U in the country. Ain't nobody finna beat them boys this year. Not this year.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. The way that Coach Devon has gotten extra players, and then with the players that they had, man, I see them and two or three other teams having a chance at beating them.
What other two or three other teams?
Uh, I gotta wait till they develop. So like, I'm still not getting. Hold on, hold
Woo!
on, wait. I'm still not giving it, writing them off, which is Bessemer, because every time they have taken losses in regular season and still won the whole nationals, so you can't count them out. And then the other team that's really right now they're unknown because they just now getting back on the scene, and they're a hell of a passing team, and that's the real deal Eagles. Those two teams right there, on side of on top of Coach Devon and them, they didn't dominate Coach Devon and them. They just,
Oh,
they
oh no, they did. I was right there.
So did
no,
they play twice? Did they play the Ducks? Did the Ducks play them again, or did they not play yet?
you said that they played them twice?
Yeah, did they play them again yet or no?
Nah, not yet.
I was in Vegas. It was bad.
It was bad, bro. But you gotta understand, like, it was bad, but it wasn't horrible. You know what I'm saying?
See,
Listen,
see the
listen,
thing, Coach.
listen,
I want to ask
listen.
you a question though, right quick. Was it that they dominated, or was there a lot of missed assignments?
No, 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 no. Hey, Walker coaches. He coaches good. His kids, all the OG Dust kids, 10U, they do their job. They are coached well. Those coaches over there are
It
on the
was
10U level. They are legit. Those kids knew where to be. But here's the deal. I'm gonna tell you how this game happened. Where Bree walked in the stadium, it was 119 degrees. Hey, everybody sitting in the shade. Where Bree went to the opposite side and sat in the sun for a whole hour, and they was staring at everybody like they was about to kick their ass. And they went out there on that field and they physically kicked their ass. It
but
was not no, oh, they messed up. They fought all they could, but from the coaching staff to the field to the team mom, they had a water team calling the boys out like it was a system they had going. Like the way they calling them plays in and rotating them boys in there, they had a water system. You
Hmm.
can't beat a system, dog. When you got a system implemented like that, just like high school and college and the pros.
Yeah,
Whoever got the best system, they gonna win the game.
yeah. Coach Mark and them definitely got a winning system, man. They usually on here, probably every other night. So,
yeah,
uh,
They was not
there.
playing, boy.
It
I'll
wasn't
never
that the
forget how them
Ducks
kids sat in that sun and looked at everybody and did what I thought they was gonna do.
ready, bro. It was just that they didn't expect that speed in football, bro. Like the Ducks is the fastest, most tempo team in their region. So yes, they expected it to be nothing easy, but they didn't expect them kids to play at that magnitude. Besides the ones that already competed in them in All American, other
right.
than kids that already competed against the Masons and all them other kids, bro, nobody else knew what to expect. They think they are the best team regardless. Another top team comes, all those other kids are unaware, so it was just a different pace and speed. I feel like right now, if the Ducks play them again, it will not be the same ball game.
Yeah, I think it'll be a closer one. I think I
Keyword, closer.
I
Yeah,
said,
but the thing is about it, I'm telling you, man, I've been seeing this RDE, they get dominated, right? They play again, make the adjustments, they win. That's just what I've been seeing. You feel what I'm saying? Last year, the Georgia Eagles beat Twin City 3 straight times, 2 by 30. You feel what I'm saying? But then when it came time to play them in the championship, they didn't win. The Twin City Outlaws, who lost 3 straight times to the Georgia Eagles, won the whole thing. So I'm not a person that just say, "Oh no, it's just a foregone conclusion." because I had the Eagles winning in the beginning of the season. I said, "Oh yeah, this is foregone. Nobody beating the Eagles. Eagles beat everybody up until it came to the championship." You know what I'm saying? So like me seeing that, bro, it's hard for me to just say, "Oh, okay, it's a foregone conclusion," especially when you got good coaches out there that that knows how to make adjustments. But hey, man, we'll see. But
No, hey, I'm with you. I'm with you, coach. But I will tell you this, and everybody who was in Nevada and Las Vegas can tell you this: rare breed line, like they got great running backs, great all the skill positions they loaded, but they line ain't nobody moving them boys backwards. Them boys replacing feet. They putting hands and feet on people on that field. They just too big, man. They too big. You'll see, coach. You'll see what I'm talking about, man. Like they replacing D lineman feet every play. The O line is. They replacing feet every play.
he's like, kid, you think nobody listening at one? Hey, it's not one. It's not 1 a.m. where they at, man. It's 10:30. You know what I'm saying? But
He working,
yes, sir, man. But
coach.
nah, man, that's hey. The crazy part is Georgia Eagles are big, just like them, and they got a quarterback that's really good. So I can't wait to see it, man. Then not tomorrow, but Sunday they play versus a team called So Icy, and
They do. I seen that. My cousin posted that.
yeah, so we gonna see because they're fresh, which is probably be like their sixth game plan. So Icy played probably about 12 games, 12, 13 games already. Um, and man, it's gonna be one of them games, bro, because it's like so icy. They lost a few games. They just lost to Duval Jags, and then the RDE just played a 11U. They lost that game, so it's parity, man, and I can't wait, bro. I cannot wait to see that game, man.
Yeah,
But nah,
we going to touch bases on Sunday night. I want some updates on everything. They streaming that game.
yeah, man. But my thing is, I can't just go out on a limb and just say rare breeds because otherwise then I gotta stop talking about damn 10U. It's like I gotta talk about every age except for 10U. So I gotta, at least keep giving these coaches some hope, man. Cause I know these
You give them a hope. You just giving them the real, the raw. The real is behind. They gotta go compete, bro. Like, and when you the best, you the best. You just gotta get the best day flowers, and anybody else that want that spot, we gotta take it. No matter if it was me coaching, like it's the same concept for all of us.
Hey, you know what I just thought about?
what's up?
I want to hear your opinion on this. OC Buckeyes and AK boys. Who you got?
Well, hey,
OC Buckeyes 13U
Yes, sir.
and AK Boys 13U.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, I just heard AK Boys lost their quarterback, man.
Oh, he got hurt
Nah, I think he went to another organization.
for what?
So, well, from what I seen, the parents said that he was already with them or something like that. So it wasn't nothing like that. They still room for AK boys, but how dominant they are with Highquest and Troy, man, it's hard to see anybody beating them. Even though the OC Buckeyes got a really good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I like what they bring. It's like them OG Ducks. If I be Braves, and I don't know what happened to the Rampage ever since Lil Rod left, but those teams, man, it seemed like from 13 to 14, those are the usually the best teams. But right now, I definitely got to give it to AK boys. I definitely got to give it to them because I really don't see nobody stopping High Quest and Troy.
Yeah, they
You
got
know what I'm
horsepower.
saying? Yeah,
They,
for moving the ball. So I definitely think it's them. I
yeah, they got
definitely,
horsepower.
yeah, for sure. They definitely got because like even when they had the quarterback, they really wasn't even passing like that anyway. So
Yeah, that's probably
it
why he
didn't
left.
yeah, it didn't even really make a difference. And then the one thing that I didn't even realize is that Troy actually used to play quarterback. So if he wanted to, they could put him back at quarterback. The running back. So I don't know, bro. It's definitely
Nashville's gonna be crazy this year.
yeah, they gotta play, man. But I did want to say something. My last thing is based on all them teams that y'all said that y'all was saying that this team can beat this team can beat this team. What happened to forcing them to play? That's why I got the show called Matchmaker because I see too many games where people don't even play the game.
Okay, so that's where that come into hand at is because a lot of these people in the West Coast, and I'm gonna speak on everyone because everyone do it besides the teams we know that don't do it. But everyone is a dog in the region to the point to where they don't want to lose, so they just play games that they gonna win and comfortable with those games and just cool with being on the media acting as if they the top team. So that's why everybody thinks they're the top team. The only way you gonna get West Coast teams to compete in one thing is it's either two things. You either gotta have the name for it that's just gonna make them come, or it has to be something to where it's undeniable. Like that's the only way we can get all the same teams in one area. And then even when we do that, we still know the same teams that's gonna win. That's why I was bringing up the Texas thing earlier. Like we already know the dominant teams in the West Coast, bro. From every age, we know every team respect to all other teams. But when we keeping it real with ourselves, we know every team that's dominant in their division. So it's like we can do all these fade games within this region, but it's not gonna help because we know who's gonna win. That's why we got Texas incorporated in it because like without them, you're gonna keep seeing the Ducks, the Buckeyes. You're gonna keep seeing the Strongs or Hawks. It's the same teams over and over.
Yep. But yeah, that's all I got for tonight, man. I think y'all did an amazing job, man, for the first time. Y'all got everything that it takes, to keep it going. You know, I don't know when y'all gonna do y'all next rankings, but if so, if y'all know, let the folks know
Monday,
when y'all plan on being
we're gonna
dropping
drop
your next ranking.
just more consistent now. Drop a month weekly every Monday, just to update everything.
Okay. All right. Anything else for you, Coach?
Hey, good luck to everybody this weekend, man. And get your scores in, man. Shoot us the stats so we can update everything. Because if we don't got nothing, we can't make it happen for you.
Look out for the posts on the page. We'll just make a post on the story for everybody to comment and drop their scores. I also got a scoreboard post that we're gonna start posting, so you could drop them in the comments. So there's no confusion, no nothing. Just drop the post, reply to the post. Chapter scores, wins and losses. We don't want just y'all wins. Post everything so we can stay accurate.
That's right.
Absolutely, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to the West Coast rankings. And we'll see y'all next time. Y'all be blessed.
Yes, sir. Be blessed.